Hello, I'm Dr. Papia Bhattacharjee. In this problem, we have the endpoints of a diameter of the sphere is given to us. So the points are 2, 1, 3 and 1, 3, negative 1. We have to write the standard equation of this sphere. So what is the standard equation? Okay, so first let us recall how to write the standard equation of a sphere. Suppose you have the center of the sphere that's given to you. Say the center is H, K, J. And suppose the radius is R. Then the standard equation is x minus h square plus y minus k square plus z minus j square is equal to r square. Notice that this equation is just the generalization of the equation for circle. Standard equation of circle. If you just hide the z coordinate, that portion, just the equation of circle. All right. So to write down the equation of the sphere, all we need to do is we have to figure out the center and the radius. And we are just given these 2 points. So how do we compute the center? So notice carefully, right? So we have a sphere. Say just a rough sketch sphere, and the endpoints of the diameter is given to us. So if we find the distance between the 2 points, what are we going to get? That's the diameter. And how do we get the radius? Radius is just half that length. So that's how we can compute the radius, right? It's the half the distance between the 2 points. So let's do that first. So let's compute radius, and that is r, and that will be half the distance between these 2 points, 2, 1, 3 and 1, 3, negative 1. All right, so we will use the distance formula, and recall the distance formula is square root of, take the difference of each of these coordinates, so 1 minus 2 and then square them and then add them, plus 3 minus 1 square plus negative 1 minus 3 square. Okay, let's simplify this. So we have 1/2 times square root of, we have negative 1 square plus 3 minus 1 is 2 square plus negative 1 and negative 3 is negative 4, that square. And that is equal to 1/2 square root of 1 plus 4, 2 square is 4 plus 4 square is 16. So this is 21. So this is square root 21 over 2. So this is our radius. Okay, we already have r. Now we have to figure out what are the coordinates of the center of the sphere. So how do we figure that out? How do we get the center? When we have the endpoints of a diameter, well, we just have to find the midpoint of this line segment. So to find the center, we just need to figure out the midpoint of the line segment joining these 2 points. And how do we compute midpoints? You know, this is just taking the average of each coordinates. the 2 points. So take the average of the x coordinates, 2 plus 1 over 2, average of the y, 1 plus 3 over 2, and the z, 3 plus negative 1 over 2. And then simplify that. We'll get 2 plus 1, 3 half, 3 plus 1, 4 half, 3 plus negative 1 is 2 half. And that is equal to 3 half, 2, and 1. So this is the center of this sphere. So we have the radius, we have the center, so we can write down our equation. The equation is x minus h. H is the first coordinate, the coordinate of the center, so 3 half square, plus y minus k, k is 2, y minus 2 square, plus z minus j, look, j is 1, so z minus 1 square, and that whole thing is equal to the radius square. Radius is right here, square root of 21 over 2 square. So this is the standard equation of the sphere. And that completes this problem. Thank you.